spaghetti!
Spaghetti! Hello, everybody, and welcome to the newest indoor adventure in... Fuck. Southpaw Enterprises are part of our Tyrant Security Acquisitions Incorporated homebrew campaign. Today is December 3rd, 2020, and you are loved. And that is a very important thing that we like to remind each and every single one of our viewers and listeners at the beginning of each and every single one of these games. If this is your first time joining us, you can go to youtube.com/indooradventures to check up on all of the VODs of each of the games that we have played up until this point, including full playthroughs of things like Waterdeep Dragon Heist, Curse of Strahd, Ghosts of Saltmarsh, as well as now Tomb of Annihilation. So, if any of those things interest you, or you also want to catch up on this show, again, you can go to youtube.com/indooradventures or anywhere audiocasts are made available for free. And speaking of things that are being made available for free, if you go to patreon.com/indooradventures, you can find our after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from the community, but also from each other. So, if you have any questions that you would like to ask myself or any of these other fine people, consider going then to patreon.com/indooradventures and help support the show. But if you already support the show with Patreon, YouTube, Twitch, all of those other places, and you're looking for another way to help support us, hey, guess what? We got you covered. Literally. Because if you go to indooradventure.redbubble.com, we got t-shirts, we got posters, we got mugs, we got crop tops, throw pillows, journals, shower curtains, aprons, clocks, and even now, most importantly, in the year of 2020, hey, guess what? We also have masks with the symbol of Tiamat upon them, designed by our very own Cyberwolf 1201. So, all of the proceeds of those masks go to help support a COVID-19 vaccine through Doctors Without Borders. So, if you would like to help support a good cause or help support the show, you can go to indooradventure.redbubble.com. But that is it for my spiel. So, hey, Satan, who are you playing today?
Hi, I'm Satan, and I'll be playing Vi, the Drow bot, and also the Hordes Keeper of this campaign. The Hordes person! That's the right word. I got it.
That's the one. Hey everybody, I'm Ethan. I'm playing Alellen, the wizard slash maybe he's forging a new path. Maybe he's looking into some artifice. But regardless of that, he's the occultant.
Greybeard of Greybeard's Tavern, and tonight I'll be playing Hu'Gurk, Helm Crusher, the Gloomstalker Ranger, and the Corporate Cartographer.
And I am the Indoor Adventurer, and tonight I shall be playing as Connie Adler, Tiefling War Cleric, and, well, your local decisionist.
And I am Arjan Yodars, CFO and founder of Tyrant Security. I am also Cyberwolf 1 of Jabroni TV and Let's Talk About It. And, well, today I'm Connor. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm going to run a game of Dungeons & Dragons for my friends while I'm in this void. This very new void. Bear with me. Last time we left off, you all had gotten a lovely promotion through Tyrant Security, all receiving some fun new features. And your newly renovated, newly expanded headquarters in Iliard's Rest started hiring some people to hopefully take care of some of the local problems and get a little bit of earning money that you yourself don't have to work for. That's always nice. And then headed off to do a little bit of corporate investigation to figure out what the Southpaw company, the rival mercenary company of Tyrant Security, has to do with all the attacks on Tyrant Security headquarters, especially those that have connections to the Orrery of the Wanderer. So you made your way over to, the bottom of Mine Shaft. But after exiting that mine shaft, you made your way to the port city of Marysville, the city of boats. And after investigating a little bit there, you made your way to the dangerous business, this very, very, very small boat, and made your way inside. Whenever you got in, you found yourself in this room, this oval room. Far larger than this tiny boat that you were on, and you see that there are 7 doors, seven metal doors, each one with a heavy latch that bears the little claw insignia of the Southpaw Company. Above each of them, a differently shaped and colored glowing stone set in, and crumpled on the ground is a male half-orc security guard uh, whose skull is caved in and his brain removed, and on his chest is a black business card with unintelligible symbols. That's where we're going to pick up as the 4 of you. And did you bring any pets?
Did we bring the dragon?
I think we brought the.
I didn't write down bringing it. I didn't write down
I
bringing
don't-
Wyatt, and he's my
We
only
were-
pet.
I know you specifically told me I couldn't bring Wilhelm and Wilhelmina.
Yeah, I know we didn't bring the servants,
Okay.
and the students are busy, I think.
I may have brought my dragon. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think it's just us.
I think it's just y'all.
Yeah.
I think.
All alone.
I don't watch the VODs of this. Anyway, so it's the 4 of you in here, and there's this dead guard on the ground. There are many, many doors. What do you do?
Go over and investigate the guard.
Okay.
Is this like a city guard, or does this look more like a mercenary style guard?
Just with a cursory look, like looking at his leather armor, there's no marking of like any sort of affiliation with the city of Marysville. It just looks like, the same dark sort of livery that other members of the Southpaw Company were wearing.
Cool. Can I want to pat him down and see if I can find like an insignia or swatch or something that shows
There's a
Southpaw.
card right there, man.
Like looking for like Southpaw IDs.
Yeah, basically.
Sure, make an investigation check.
Alright. Hey, that's not terrible. That's a 14.
Okay. With a 14, you're looking all over, and you swear, like thinking back, like most people, they were wearing like a very similar to you all, a necklace that had like minted copper coin on it.
Yeah.
If this guy was, it is not with him right now.
Huh. All
It
right.
may have been taken.
I think I might have something I can do with my abacus. I just have to find the spell. And I don't know. They don't link these things all the time. They just don't do it.
It's a little late.
But I can cast Augury. I just don't remember what Augury does.
It either tells you like if it's good or bad.
Okay.
Like the question, whatever
Well or
question you.
woe.
Yeah.
Well, you
A
figured
good
that out.
feeling, a bad feeling, or a little tummy ache that means both.
It's a
Gotcha.
little late. But Katrina, thank you for the follow. We got a new follower, gang.
From an otherworldly entity. Okay. So what do we want to do about this? Because I can divine some things.
So, when
When we
GB's
get a
on
new-
the show and GB is here, would you like to show them what happens, GB?
I take this mallet and I hit that guy in the face.
That was a
That
good
was a
one.
good
That's a
bong.
satisfying
Whoa.
bonk.
That was the
That-
most powerful one that I've ever heard.
You
Yeah.
have inspiration.
I do now.
Take inspiration for bonk.
Thank you.
Good bonk.
I'll even put the emote for my channel has the bonked one.
Bonk.
Bonk. Bonk.
All right, so
Okay, Alellen,
Okay.
do you want to cast Augury or
Wait, has this fellow been killed in the last 24 hours?
yes?
Okay, then I can do that. The question is, what do we want to do? Because I have to ask about a course of action that we would like to take.
All right, how many doors are there and how many questions do you got?
There are 7 doors.
I think I've got the one. Just, I'm pretty sure it's just one.
Should we confront whatever did this to this man?
All right. Perfect. Yeah. So yeah, Alellen will pull out his little occultant's abacus and do some quick math. Start moving some stuff around. Uh, and yeah, what does that result in?
Okay,
Dear DM, we have wheel for good results, woe for bad
question.
results. Oh, right. Should we confront the thing that killed this man?
As you move things around on the abacus, this spectral stock chart comes up
Oh,
in
good.
your mind's eye, and
Stonks.
it looks like the bar is on a steady trajectory up. And whenever you ask this question and move your abacus around, the stocks take a little dip, a little bit further dip, goes up a little bit, takes a dip, comes back up, takes another dip. Wheel and woe, or unclear.
Okay.
I guess.
Well, it's a little both.
I will say, I put this encounter into D&D Beyond, and it says deadly, which has never really meant anything for any of the
No.
games that I've run.
I put my players through a deadly encounter and I kept adding more enemies when it was already deadly, and it was not.
Not a single player
Not a
character
single
died.
death.
They didn't even get close.
Oh, D&D DMs riot in the streets. Not one player death.
Okay, so wheel and woe for this.
It, could go either way. Might have been the wording of the question.
So we're no closer to figuring out anything.
That's right. And I can only do
Great.
that once a day.
Oh, that's amazing. So we waste resources for your little tummy ache to tell you that it doesn't know.
I mean, it's free. It's a limited use thing from. I don't know when else I would use that, honestly.
So do we just start opening doors?
Probably.
I feel like this is what this gentleman might have done, and that's how he ended up this way.
Well, if he had opened up doors, why wouldn't he be through the doors? Why is he in this atrium?
He opened the door and was pushed out, maybe. I don't know. Do I look like a private investigator to you? I don't.
What does a private investigator look like?
You gotta
I
have a
challenge you
long
that.
coat and like a really smart looking hat.
And it's usually like 3 kobolds in the coat, and he's got a
I
hat.
do crimes. I don't solve them, Alellen.
Is that not the perfect crime to investigate your own crime?
Why
Double
would I
row.
investigate my own crime?
To plant false evidence.
Are you
And
trying to point this crime on me?
No.
Hu'Gurk's having an inception moment.
All right, so we need to open up some doors. I could see about how many doors I could possibly open at once. Got a little thaumaturgy.
I'm sure nothing bad could come from that.
Open them.
The doors
If only I could ask.
Okay. The doors do not open.
They're locked.
On each of the doors, there is a latch. They're not locked, like you don't see a key or anything, but the doors are all latched shut.
Just bumps the latch. It's like.
Magic.
So do we need to go unlatch all of these and then let you do this?
It'd be a start, but at that point, we're already at a door. We could just go into it once we open it.
So, is it a circle or a ship shape or an oval?
The room is an oval.
Okay.
There are many doors on one side, arranged along the long part of the oval,
Mm-hmm.
and on top of each one is a colored gemstone that is pulsing. Each one is latched, and this dude is just slumped on the other side of the room from where you entered.
Oh, let me tell you, I have hilarious stories about pulsing gemstones. Remind me to tell you about that later.
Ooh. So are all the gems, and Hu'Gurk's thinking out loud, he's talking, are they different colors?
Mm-hmm.
What colors are they? Voice in the sky.
Let me actually go through.
Is that you, bugbear gods?
Yes, exactly.
It's me, Hu'Gurk.
Is it me, Jesus? Is it me?
Hello, Hu'Gurk. It's me.
So there are 7 doors. Triangle, square, pentagon, all the way up to whatever, to a nonagon. I believe that would be the last one, if not a decagon.
Probably.
Going red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and pink.
Cool.
Because indigo stones are hard to find.
All right, so
Yep.
how about this? What color do you think looks really nice, Alellen?
Is it blue?
I'll kind of look at you for a second.
She's got a big old smile.
Green.
Like your robes, that makes so much sense.
It does. It complements my skin.
She's gonna go over.
Throb, throb, throb.
She's gonna go over to the door that has the green. That is green gem. Has green gem.
Okay.
Gonna latch up, pull open the door.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
I'm so smart and full of effort. That's a natural 20.
All right.
Yay! Bum, bum, bum,
So you're only gonna be taking 10 points of cold damage.
bum. Cold damage. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Burr.
As you raise up the latch, alarm goes, a very, very small flashing light comes out of the gem, dipping to black, black light, back to green, then back to black, and then just it sparks to life, and this flash of cold arcane energy comes across you, and you take some damage.
Connie
But the door-
yelps. Yeah.
But as you raise up the latch, the door just sort of swings in a little bit, and this glowing portal is on the other side.
Connie looks at it and then just turns back to the rest of the group silhouetted by this portal. I don't know if this is supposed to be here.
What is it?
Door's just open. There's a giant portal next to her.
Vice kind of look at it. Close the door. We're not doing that today.
What if they're all like that? Would someone my My next choice indoors would be the blue door, but surely anyone can make these decisions.
Did you
I
say
like
decision?
red.
I did.
All
Would
right.
that be a decision for the decisionist?
I think it would be, but like, I don't know. We could put it to a vote.
Connie, just
All
make a
right. So
decision.
there are 7 doors. So I think what number was the green door? Like if we were to count them 1 through 7, would have
The
been
one in the very middle.
okay. So that would have been number 4. So I say we try door number 6 and door number 2, and then we try the even doors first because there are less of them than the odd numbered doors.
I see what you're going for there. Sure. Why not?
All right, so just so y'all know, I got a little hurt when I was opening that last door. I think that there might be some kind of like mystical, magical, keep you out of going where you're not supposed to thing going on right here. But we already know that one of them did that, so maybe they won't all do it. It's a coin toss on that one. Like maybe
Is there
there's like
any
a
way-
recharge time.
Is there any way to like tie a rope to the door and open it with a rope?
Why don't you use your thaumaturgy after we unlatch it? Well, did you get hurt after unlatching the door or after opening the door?
After unlatching it.
Oh,
Does anybody have a mage hand?
I do have a mage hand.
Yes, there you go.
He's got 2 of them.
We can combo pack.
3 of them actually, and I'll cast mage hand. So
And-
which door number 6?
Door number 6,
is-
first off.
Not indigo, but purple. Flip the latch with the mage hand.
Again, the purple gem flashes black light, then back to purple, and then poof, there's another like cold shock, but the door is unlatched.
Thaumaturgy.
Door opens. There's another glowing portal behind it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is it like a different colored portal, or does it look the exact same?
No, they look the exact same. It's just like this. Imagine, if you would, the back of a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
That's a very evocative energy.
That is a
Ex-
visceral image.
Except
Yep.
like black and gray instead of
Okay.
caramel.
Earned
colors.
orange? Orange. Is it?
It's like caramel.
Sure. It's a color. I just like this looks like space. It's pretty neat. So are we gonna keep opening doors or just kind of pick one?
I'd say keep opening doors until we can confirm that there's not like a place other than portals that we should go.
Here, let me take some time and just unlatch all of them with the mage hand so we can get that out of the way.
Yeah, so with Mage Hand and Thaumaturgy, you can unlock every single one of these doors, avoid the arcane explosions, and verify that all 7 of these doors open to a glowing portal. As does the door that you came in.
All right, so we know where that one goes.
We just pick.
I think so.
I mean, I feel if we go in,
Wait, do I have something for this? Do I have some
we could
other
s-
strange?
we could like see what's inside, and then if we don't like it, we come back out and close the door.
I don't know if that's how that works.
No. No. I don't have any random divination stuff to bring to the table.
All right, my thought was the one that has the 9-pointed shape on it, because that's how many layers there are in the hells, and so if it takes us there, I'll at least know where we're going.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
Do you all go through the pink gemstone door?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
it's
one
like-
with the 9-sided shape.
I will point out that pink is the opposite of green.
That's not true.
It is.
No.
It's every type of light except for green light.
So it's the Connie door, as
What?
far as I'm
Wait.
concerned.
So,
And
yeah,
And
they're
Hu'Gurk's-
all just like standing there confused.
and Hu'Gurk, like the whole time has been like munching trail mix. You know, this conversation went beyond him.
All right, so 9-sided door or green door? Because to vote, I say 9-sided door.
I think the pink door's fine. I just wanted to point it out.
That's fine with me.
Pink door!
Woo!
Connie will walk in first.
As you all go through the pink door, a tug of magic leaves you clinging shakily to a triangular 4-top platform high above the deck of a gently swaying cargo ship. Like, as soon as you step out this door, you are on this very, very high platform on a cargo ship.
Oh.
And this is what awaits you as you exit the door. As you turn back, there is no door behind you. From your vantage point, 40 feet above the deck, you can see dozens of crew members below, all wear the livery of the Southpaw Company, and most carry swords and crossbows. Rigging and rope ladders connect your platform to the crow's nest in the middle of the ship, and similar rigging connects the crow's nest to a platform at the aft of the ship. And on that far platform, on the other side of the crow's nest, you see an iron door, very similar to the one that you walked in. This would be another exit portal. But here you are, on the top of this cargo ship. What do you do?
This reminds me when I went sailing with an ex-husband. They didn't take
Yes, sir.
kindly to the water.
Have we been noticed?
Not yet.
Cool. Connie will, like, get low to the ground. Does there look like an easy way of travel to get over to this door?
Yeah, the rigging. The rigging that connects this platform to the crow's nest, and the crow's nest to the other platform.
All right, so I think one of the options that we have on the table is get to the other crow's nest via the rigging, or perform a mutiny on this ship and we just take it as our own.
Well, I can... For myself, I can... Well, let me see. I can fly and cast invisibility on myself, and then I can do it again. I can do it again. But I can only do it 3 times.
I think the invisibility would just be good enough. I'm good at climbing ropes.
Well, I can cast... No, I can only cast invisibility 1 person at a time. But I
So
can
you
do
can-
it.
Are those concentration spells?
Yes. They're
So then
from
you can only have
my
one.
fancy loot.
You can
Yeah,
only
so I
have
can
one up
cast
at a time.
invisibility, drop it, cast invisibility, drop it,
Yeah.
cast invisibility. Yeah. I can only
Are
do
you
it one at a
saying-
time.
Are you saying from your loot?
What?
Are you saying that this would be from your loot?
Yeah, from my magic,
Every spell on your loot, you can only cast once per day.
I
Yeah,
can only
the-
cast it once per day.
D&D Beyond doesn't have it set up like that, but that's how it's supposed to work.
Okay.
All right.
Oh no, it says that once the instrument has been used to cast a spell, it can't be used to cast the spell again until the next dawn. Okay, I see it.
Yep.
I can only turn someone invisible once, and that's it. I didn't read the fine print behind the loot.
So, who here has difficulty with stealth?
I'm not great at it.
I'm pretty good.
Because I can't really be stealthy. I'm better at climbing. But if you feel like making yourself
not
invisible,
particularly good at either of those things, but
Well, I can make you invisible. I'm pretty good at being stealthy.
All right.
I'll
So-
make it work. How about
I believe in you, Alellen. She's going to give you a good pat on the back and give you some guidance.
that? That'll certainly help.
All right. Are you all going to be climbing across the ropes?
Yup.
Do you want to be invisible, Connie?
She just looks at you with a really, like, sad look on her face. She's too proud to say yes, but you can tell, like,
You know, Connie, I would feel much better if you were invisible for my own peace of mind. If you would do this for me.
You're going to be such a thoughtful grandma.
Right. Just like pluck a string. It's like, look, you're invisible. She'll just pluck a quiet string, like, ding, you're invisible now.
All right.
Vanish.
And Connie's going to try and get across the ropes.
All right. While this is going on, I would like for everyone to make either an athletics or a acrobatics check to make your way across the rigging.
Got a 19.
21 on my acrobatics.
Dirty 26 on the
Ooh.
athletics.
We're all in one. So that makes it a 2.
With your guidance.
I have inspiration. And also guidance. But guidance wasn't
can
going to save that
reroll.
one.
Did you roll a 1 again?
Yeah. Sure did. All right, let me just mark dead. Let me just mark dead on this character real quick.
So, what happens is everybody is the 3 people who didn't skip gym can make their way across without much incident. But you do notice that Alellen is slipping and having a hard time. So as he slips, one of you, probably Hu'Gurk, reaches out and picks him back up, preventing him from falling onto the deck of this cargo ship, and
Appreciate it.
get him over to the crow's nest. Because more than half of you succeeded, nobody has noticed you yet.
Nice.
And I'm,
Could you try and be a little bit more careful?
Yeah, that was close, dude.
I can try. I tried the first time.
Did you?
I really did. And that's the worst part.
need 2
Well-
people to make a perception check.
Uh,
The 2 people in front, so that would probably be Vi and Connie, because Hu'Gurk is helping Alellen.
12.
14.
Vi, as you make your way into the crow's nest, you see that there is somebody else there. It looks like somebody in an apron that says, "Please don't kiss the alchemist." With like, "Please don't," just scribbled in.
Please.
And a small chef's hat, just like napping, like with like this alchemical flavors magazine, just like draped across his
Alchemical
face.
Flavors Weekly.
But as you stumble in, you're just like, "Oh shit, there's somebody else here," and you like look over for Connie to like shush her, and then you remember you can't see her. But
She just
Connie,
looks around.
by
Connie will
She whispers like, "Do we just stab them?"
I think if they wake up, we just toss them from the nest. Or we threaten them.
I could
They
drop
look
them.
like a cook. And who are they gonna believe? because then he has to admit that he was taking a nap where he wasn't supposed to be. Versus, I saw 3 guys real fast. Probably, like, if you have any liquor, throw it on him if he wakes up. So then people will just think that they've just been drinking a whole lot and they won't believe their story.
I could also just cast Charm Person.
But then they'll
Alellen
still
and
remember.
Hu'Gurk, this is about the time that you make it back on.
Boy, if only we had like a dread ambusher. Someone who could like take this guy out in one fell swoop.
They just look like a chef. I don't think they're gonna be causing any problems.
If I'm
And
reading
look,
this-
it says don't kiss the alchemist. So I mean, clearly they have personal boundaries. And I think a mace to the face would probably violate those.
Let's just try and be real quiet about this whole thing.
How about we tie them up?
Let's just open the door and get out of here.
Okay.
So there still is rigging that you need to make your way across in order to get to the exit door.
Yep.
Great. Can't be worse than the first time.
Don't say that.
Not for, it literally can't for me. It can only be equally as bad.
Okay.
Spoken like a statistician.
I need another round of athletics and acrobatics checks.
Woo. Let's try athletics this time. The acrobatics didn't go so well the first time.
14.
Did you roll another natural one?
Mm-hmm. That's 3 in a row, baby.
You
That's
roll
called math.
somewhere else?
I'm about to have to. I was have to roll up a new character if this keeps going. I think there's if you roll just a certain number of these, you just die.
Yeah. A 23 for my acrobatics.
Isn't that nice, huh?
Yeah, it is.
I, with my +7, got a 10. So I'll probably have to use inspiration if I want to make that. So
You tell me.
I will use inspiration. There we go. Dirty 24.
Okay. So again, since more than half of you succeeded on a DC 13, so good call. One of you can grab Alellen before he alerts anybody.
I think Alellen goes to climb across the rigging and like trips, just trying to get there, like just a little bit, and is like can't even keep his balance. Just
Vi
like,
just looks at him like,
Hu'Gurk, I'm just gonna spider monkey.
The Vi maneuver? Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm just gonna. I don't weigh that much, I promise.
he's a wizard. We're not
The gear
particular
weighs
about-
more than I do, honestly.
As you, you perch on Hu'Gurk and you all do make your way across. You assume. I mean, nobody can really check on Connie because she's invisible. But
Can I hear
did you
her
make
armor
it?
clanking?
yeah, you can. Like if you just have y'all seen like the person just like walking in plate mail that
Yeah.
video that's been going
Yeah.
around like last week? Yeah, you can hear it. You absolutely can hear it. You don't have to do a
Crunch,
check.
crunch, crunch, metal.
Yeah.
As your group approaches or reaches the aft portal, if you look back across, like as Vi, you like look back to make sure like Connie and Alellen and Hu'Gurk make their way back, you do see another group appear through the foredeck portal, like near where you came in. 5 humans surround a tall, purple-skinned creature in black and purple robes, and which has 4 tentacles where its mouth should be. But those tentacles are tied together in a stylish handlebar mustache.
It's extremely stylish.
It is. The creature's companions fire arrows and swing down the rigging to battle the people on the deck. do y'all go through the portal? Because this creature is just looking straight ahead at y'all.
Should we wave to show that we're friendly?
I just waves.
Connie
Just
just
wave.
is like
Just wave and
holding.
don't go through the portal.
Yeah.
I mean, we
I'm
will
just
eventually.
gonna
I think we just wanted to
wave
wave first. Just
and
like,
just go through the portal.
hey, we're nice. Bye.
Vi,
Oh no.
Oh no.
you hear within your mind,
I will consume you and your companions. Your end comes soon.
Well, excuse me, you have to take me out on a date first.
he,
Rude.
he descends to join the battle on the deck.
Should probably go.
Do you guys want to know what he told me?
Sure.
Yeah.
Probably.
We'll step through the portal first.
All right.
Well, he was really rude, first of all.
As you open this door and the portal opens, a pulse of magic draws you forward. The door vanishes, and you stand within an impossible scene. The deck of a ship opens up around you, but the shifting sea to all sides is the color of bruised flesh, roiling beneath a clear sky filled with unfamiliar constellations. Suddenly, the door to the ship's main cabin explodes out in a pulse of sickly ethereal light. With a horrid slurping sound, writhing tentacles spill forth through the open doorway and lash towards you. I believe I'm going to need everybody to roll for initiative as I actually make this encounter. 'Cause I forgot to.
Oh, well, where was that a second ago? That's nice. Three ones and then a 19. I should be good for the rest of the night.
Maybe.
Like,
We can hope.
we can hope.
Okay, Alellen's got a 20.
There's something unsettling about looking at my level 4 character only having 23 hit points as a maximum. It's
Hu'Gurk's got an
unsettling.
8.
I have 27.
Connie,
Connie got a 19.
all right. Vi, there's just this. You are on the deck of the ship, and the door to the main cabin has burst open, and there's just this slurping, writhing mass of tentacles that is
Don't-
reaching out through the door.
I can't go back, can I?
No, there is no door behind you. There is no door ahead of you. There's just you on this ship with a rising mass of tentacles.
Just me?
The four of you.
Okay.
Sir, that's enough.
I didn't
That's
need
enough
those
of
sound
that.
effects. But thank you for
Absolutely
that.
need sound effects.
No. Can I give a -1 inspiration to the DM?
Oh,
I wish I could.
The more we react, the stronger he gets.
Can I move behind Hu'Gurk and then pat him on the shoulder and says, "You got this, big guy," and cast enlarge on him?
absolutely. Describe the effects of enlarge.
Enlarge. Your size doubles in all dimensions, and your weight is multiplied by 8. This growth increases the size by 1 category, from medium to large, for example. If there isn't enough room for the target to double in size, the creature or object attains the maximum possible size in the space available. Until the spell ends, the target also has advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. The target's weapons also grow to match its new size. While these weapons are enlarged, the target's attacks with them deal d4 extra damage.
Okay. Hu'Gurk,
Embiggened.
you are embiggened.
Cool.
So how tall were you before?
7.5 feet tall. So
You are now 15
15.
feet tall.
and 8 times my 250 pounds of weight
That's
is
a ton. That's over a ton, yeah.
Because that's how math works.
because that's how math works. All right, yeah, cool.
All right. Up next after Vi is going to be Alellen.
What is this? What is this thing I'm looking at?
Uh,
Can I see the whole thing, or can I just see like
no,
the front of it?
you can only see the tentacles.
The non-flashbacks hidden. Not the tentacle. Not the fill.
These are much smaller tentacle. Actually, I do have a visual aid.
Yeah.
I will post it in our Discord.
Tentacle party, tentacle party.
This is the scene that you see. You only see like the door to the main cabin burst open and tentacles come out.
Ah, great. Well, we're not gonna waste any spells, like spell slot spells on that, I don't think yet. So, firebolt. And for the firebolt, it's an artificer spell. So Alellen pulls out his little artificer hammer and gets a chisel and just kind of smacks the back of the chisel and it just kind of pops up.
All right, is that a save from me or a roll from you?
That's a roll for me. 20. Yes.
Nat 20.
Yes. Feels good. That's what I get. Yes. Justice. The
There are
damage was
other
good
numbers,
too.
You know.
Hmm?
There are other
They-
numbers.
Yeah, I guess. That's 16 damage
All right.
of the fire variety.
You just hear this ethereal like, and then more.
I do.
That is disgusting. That is disgusting. Okay. Can we stop it with the fetishes? No more fetish dungeons,
In
please.
this adventure, probably not.
Why all the fetish dungeons?
Penny Arcade.
Why?
Pity Arcade, why?
Is that it for your turn?
It's gonna be it.
Okay.
Quit while I'm ahead.
All right, Connie.
So, big ol' bunch of tennies. Don't want to deal with that. Yuck. I am going to rear back my hand as a bolt of this, like, reddish pink arcane energy forms, and she's going to try and hurl a guiding bolt at 2nd level towards this baddie.
Roll for your attack.
Okay, well, that most likely won't hit. Does an 8 hit?
It does not, unfortunately.
Cool. Bonus action. I'm going to harness some divine power and get myself a spell slot back of 1st level.
Okay.
Yep. And other than that, she's far away from these tentacles, right? Are they like...
Sure.
Okay, cool. I feel comfortable enough away from them now.
Okay. It is now the Chaos Quadrupod's turn.
That's a fucking name.
What?
And it is going to shoot, like, its tentacles are gonna just, like, reel back, and from the glowing portal behind, it is going to shoot forth a knot of roiling ethereal light that will explode. I need everybody to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, I'm
A
good at
what
those.
saving throw?
Charisma.
Is that's not allowed?
That is absolutely allowed. It is in
17.
the manual.
9.
Okay.
11 minus 2. 9.
Now this is why I do most of the talking, Alellen.
Connie.
16.
Hu'Gurk.
You know, they've programmed these D&D Beyond dice really well because it was like 1903. Sucker.
Yeah, and you can actually get them cocked, like the
Yeah,
virtual
exactly.
dice, and I
So-
hate that.
I got a 4.
Alellen and Hu'Gurk, you are going to be stunned until the end of
Great.
this quadrupod's next turn.
Great.
So
I like to think that Alellen is well spoken, but people are just really confused as to why he's blue. And so they can't really hear what he's saying. And that's why
All
the
they hear is
charisma
like.
is so low. They're like,
it's like the adults in Charlie
Yeah.
Brown. Hu'Gurk,
It's distracting.
unfortunately, being stunned, I don't believe you're going to get an action or your special Gloomstalker stuff on this turn.
Yep.
You're still big though.
Yeah, but and I think that's a part of it. He was like, "I'm so big." What?
And then all of a sudden there's just this like weird ethereal light that just like Vi, you are not stunned. It is now your turn.
Oh no. Well, I have shit. Connie, I think that. Oh God, give me 1 second.
The tentacles continue to slurp.
Don't say that.
Although I didn't make sound effects this time. We're taking baby steps.
Connie, I can't see you, but I can hear you.
No, you can see Connie now because she cast Guiding Bolt.
Oh, Connie, you are an amazing fighter. And your power and the power of your grandpa is much stronger than whatever the fuck that is. So you better go and kill it, and I'll use the Bardic Inspiration as a bonus action.
Oh, thank you.
Connie, you are inspired.
Yay!
Anything as an action on your turn?
Are the tentacles close?
Yeah.
So I could hit them with a weapon.
Sure, if you run up and hit them.
I don't want to be close to it though.
Well, okay, so like they are like writhing, but like as they do approach you, and like you can swat them from there.
Okay, so I'll
without,
do
like,
that
having
with.
to go up to the door.
Yeah, I'll swat at them as they move around.
Absolutely.
As they writhe.
Make an attack roll.
17 plus 5, 22 with my new Sunblade.
That will hit.
Yes. 8 plus 3, 11.
11 points of radiant damage.
Yes?
Okay.
No, it's not. Is it undead?
No.
Wait.
No,
Yes.
Sunblade just deals radiant damage anyways.
Yes, radiant damage.
Okay, is that it?
Yes, that is it.
All right, Alellen, it is now your turn. You are stunned.
the tentacles. The filth.
The slurp. Connie.
Connie is going to. This thing is still far enough away. She is going to throw out a first level guiding bolt.
Okay.
Yeah. That is a 15 to hit. I'm going to use a.
Will hit.
Oh, okay, cool. So that is 4d6 of electric damage. Or of radiant damage.
Radiant damage.
Yeah.
This is not Monday night.
19 points of radiant. And then it is glowing, and the next attack against it has advantage. Then as a bonus action, I don't think that there's anything that she can do, so she's going to put herself between Alellen and the creature.
Okay.
Like, shield up, but...
All right, as you do that, one of the tentacles is going to reach out for you. Does a... okay. Does a 14 hit.
Nope.
It was on natural 20, but then it like slid over to 8.
No, a 14 does not hit.
Right. What about a 12?
12 also misses.
All right. Hu'Gurk, you are embiggened. You have a guiding bolt on this creature.
All right. Gurk shaking off the thing. He jumps through the air with his new Dusk Crusher bam hammer here, and it lights up and gets all fiery. And he's gonna let him have it. Oh, and as a bonus action, I'm gonna do, because I'm using it two-handed, I'm gonna go with my Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
And
It is marked. Make your attack with advantage.
okay, that's a dirty 20, and help, can't get out of the way. There we go. Yes, and the dirty 20 stands.
That does hit. Roll your damage. Add your d6 from your Hunter's Mark and your d4 from embiggening.
All right. Okay. So. Okay. So starting out, just the Dust Crusher is 9
Mhm.
plus an embiggening roll. 1, 10, and oh my god, 2. So that's 12, and then I will, because I don't think it's an action at all.
Well,
Uh,
before you continue with your
Oh,
action,
okay.
do you want to describe how you eviscerate this? How you bonk this creature to death?
Sure. Like I said, he's 15 feet tall now and 1,000 pounds, and he leaps forward and he brings down the flaming ultra large bam hammer, and it goes in and through this thing and like explodes it out in crispy calamari. You know, there's chaos calamari tentacles flying everywhere that are cooked and smell most yummy. Like a hibachi house.
Hell yeah.
Right. And as this chaos tentacle monster is ripped, it's crushed to death, and as its life force is disrupted, the it like sort of the parts of it that are not fried calamari just sort of like recede and get like sucked back through the door, as do all of you.
Oh.
The magic just becomes too strong to resist. There's no save. And as this magic wraps around you, drawing you through the portal, you end up in a raging storm. You stand on the deck of yet another ship that heaves from one side to the other as waves crash over the rails. Crew members are pulling lines and tying down cargo, and a heavy-set, bearded captain calls out orders. Looking across the bow, you see tall spires of rock emerging through the storm, and the ship is headed straight toward them. There's chaos on the ship. This captain is just like looking around. He turns and he does see the four of you. Get somewhere and make yourself useful, god damn it.
Is Hu'Gurk still 50? Let me see how long that lasts.
Absolutely.
I think
Let me
it's
see
10
how long
minutes.
I'm sure there's plenty
It's-
of places a
it's-
15-foot tall bugbear could be
It's
useful.
concentration up to 1 minute, though. Unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, Hu'Gurk is still there.
List.
Like, look, these people are scared. They're scared of more than just you all on the ship right now. And this captain, he is yelling out his crew, lower the mainsails, you secure the rum, look out for the waves.
Priorities.
He's yelling, Bendari, calm that fucking beast. Incendiary to do what the fuck ever you're doing. look out for those rocks. And he turns back at you. Go help somebody. Or
Lump,
we're all
lump,
going to
lump,
die.
lump.
Let's go help ourselves to another door.
There is no other door.
Fuck.
That puts a wrinkle in things, huh?
I am going to go over to the people who he yelled at to avoid the rocks. They probably need some guidance, and I feel like I can be useful over there.
Yeah, so as you go up to look out for rocks, make a perception check.
I feel like I should have gone somewhere else. That's an 8, but I'm going to use my inspiration
Do you have it still?
for an 8. Or no, because do I have to take the new roll? Or is it just give myself advantage? I can't remember.
mean,
Bardic
not the bardic one.
inspiration.
Regular
Oh,
inspiration,
Yeah.
you can choose either.
All right, cool. So that's an 8.
you do have bardic inspiration. You could add to it.
That's a 10.
Double digits.
The ship grinds against the rocks, and every one of you is battered as you have to roll over to the side and take, oh god, physical dice. It's so novel. It's so novel. You all take 2 points of bludgeoning damage, everybody.
Ouchies.
Ow!
Sorry.
And just like you hear the grinding of wood against rock.
I just hang on to Hu'Gurk.
Do you want to try again?
Uh,
Everybody else, what are you doing?
I will. Is it kind of like a skill check, or do you want us to use our actual spells and stuff?
It is a skill check.
I'm
Can
gonna
I?
investigate whatever I get to do stuff, but it's your turn.
Would I be able to inspire them with a performance to do better, to get good?
If you do a performance check and you do better than a 13, I will say everybody who is attempting to do tasks will be able to add a d6 to their roll. How about
Okay.
that? That seems fair?
Okay. Yes, I'll do that.
yo ho, don't crash the ship. Oh,
Everybody
What if
work a good
it is
tempo.
a 13?
Then that's enough to succeed.
I literally got a 7 plus a 6 to for a 13.
Okay, Connie,
It almost turned into a 1.
do you want to keep looking out for rocks, or do you want to try and help somebody else?
I want other people to do things before me.
Okay, so the mainsails need to be lowered. The rum needs to be secured. Somebody needs to look out for waves. There is a tiger on the main deck who is very frightened inside a large metal cage, and there is a elf who is trying to calm down the tiger.
That sounds like a good Hu'Gurk job.
There is a tiefling who is screaming that the ship has been cursed, and is clearly causing a lot of chaos and confusion. And yeah, somebody needs to make sure that you are not heading for even more rocks.
I've got investigate and Arcana. What's that get me?
Arcana, you can
It's
probably
my
help
special
out.
skills.
You can probably help out with the curse.
Okay, I'll do that.
So you go over, and this this tiefling woman is screaming that the ship is cursed. The ship is cursed. We're all gonna die.
I don't know about that. Let's. Why do you think the ship's cursed?
Look at this storm. It's not natural. It's
Is
gotta
it?
be like the bitch queen or something. It's a curse.
check
So-
that out. Put my goggles on. It's like, I rolled a 22. Wait, I get to add a d6, right?
Yep.
Okay, just for funsies.
So you know,
26.
The ship is clearly not cursed. This is just bad natural phenomena. You can go through the motions of assuaging a curse and probably do it pretty damn well because you do know what to do in the case of an actual curse.
Here, I got this. And Alan will pull out his tinker tools. There's his like artificer focus and just kind of like tick 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 tick, make a little rune in the side of the ship, and then use like prestidigitation to make it like spark. Like, there you go. And that's your curse handle. Sealed. So now all that's left of this storm is just the regular storm. Still pretty bad, but you know, it's not cursed. So
What's everybody else doing?
If it was raise the sails, Hu'Gurk would be able to do something. But there's a what appears to be a normal type animal in trouble. So yeah, Hu'Gurk in his 14 embiggened state gets over there, and I will cast speak with animals.
Right.
And be like, it's okay, kitty, it's okay, and try to calm down the tiger.
Make an animal handling check
All
with
right.
advantage.
Okay. Oops. Oh, okay. And with advantage. Oh, even better. All right. Yeah. A natty 23 altogether.
Yeah, this is a cat that has been sprayed with water. It is not having a good time. But yeah, even in your embiggened state, you can just like lean over and just talk to this teeny weeny little kitty.
That's exactly. It's okay, kitty. We'll make it through this. I won't let you. And he almost tells it that it could drown, but then realizes that's a bad thing to tell a cat. So he's like, "You're safe on this ship. This ship is good. We're cool. It's gonna be all right." That kind of thing.
And it just like hunkers down and it like sort of like butts his head up against the cage.
All right, and Hu'Gurk's like at this point kind of leaning over the cage because he's so big that he's like trying to keep the water from getting the spray and the mist getting to the kitty, and yeah, he'll just hug the cage.
All right. So the curse has been lifted. The beast has been calmed. So sails, rum, waves, rocks.
Um.
Or
So it's
not
hoist,
rocks.
not rocks.
Yeah. So sails, rum, waves.
What's the thing to do with the rum?
Secure it.
Oh.
how does one
Uh,
secure a room?
I
So-
will. And we have to just.
Essentially, it's
okay.
like make sure that the casts aren't like rolling off or breaking because damage to the rum. It's probably not going to be good for the crew because we don't want the rum to be gone. This isn't pirates yet. Probably an athletics check to actually like tie it down.
You see, I'm not going to do that. So the waves is what, perception?
Yes,
Okay, I will check for the waves because I have advantage on perception checks.
sure.
Well, thank God for that advantage because the first roll is a 6, but the second roll is a 19.
Okay. Yes, you are able. You go out there, and there is an intern who is wearing a shirt that's just says "Agravain lives." Who like needs help. And the two of you get up and like look out, and yeah, you are able to like yell back at everybody whenever
Yeah.
the next set of waves are coming, and everybody can
She's like,
brace.
no, you fool! That wave's coming from over there!
And because you succeeded, the next check made by anybody else does not have disadvantage.
I think y'all, would they have the D6 as well?
Yes. Well, everybody else has a d6.
Yeah, no, not me, yeah, but everybody else.
I'm gonna go secure that room.
All right. I need you to make an athletics check as you go down and help these people tie down the casks of rum.
That's a 12.
Okay. As you are tying this down, there is another cask that is just like flopping, and head straight for your face. You are going to be taking
Did you add the
Three.
D6?
3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Still a
Ouchies.
All right. The sails need to be lowered.
How does one do that?
Well, there is a halfling who is absolutely like struggling, like being lifted up by some ropes because she's trying to like pull it down, but she's tiny and easily carried off by the counterweight. I need either an acrobatics or an acrobatics check if you're trying to reach the. I need acrobatics and then a sleight of hand check to reach up to the tangled lines and then make a sleight of hand check to untangle the lines.
That doesn't really seem like a me job.
Do I have to stay protecting the kitten, or can I?
No, you
the
can
tiger.
move off.
Okay, yeah, then yeah, it does sound like a Hu'Gurk job.
Especially being so tall, right? Like you just kind of reach up and.
Yeah, I would lower the DC for that.
All right.
For the acrobatics check.
Oh my goodness. I love you, sparkly blue D&D Beyond dice, but you did it to me again. 16. Oh, 6. So that is only a 9.
With your D6?
Oh, let's hit that inspiration. Fudge. Except I didn't mean fudge. That's a 10 altogether.
10 is what I lowered the DC to.
Oh, all right.
Okay, so you are able to reach the tangled lines. Now I need you to make a sleight of hand check to untangle them.
Guardian knot. I mean,
Maniac McGee, this shit.
bam.
Do not give it the Gordian knot treatment. That will not help.
Shrink. No, 19. With my embiggened fingers, it's like shoestrings. You know, I just kind of.
Yeah. That is enough.
Woo!
That is an and with the main sail lowered, the ship is now able to finally catch enough wind to navigate out of these rocks and into calmer waters. And the four of you are just here among all of the Southpaw crewmates.
Sup, dudes?
And the captain
Ahoy.
comes back up. I guess I'm supposed to ask you how you got here. What are you doing here and everything, but
We were supposed to ask you that.
I do appreciate the help. You're trying to keep going through this portal nexus, right?
Sure.
Yes.
That's good. Yeah.
Come here. Next portal's in my chambers. In my quarters.
Do you know where it leads?
Depends on what you've been through so far.
There was
Cargo
like
ship.
a cargo ship that had a dude with a mustache, and we didn't want anything to do with him. And then there was a sleeping guy, and then there was a bunch of tentacles that came out that like shot a laser at us.
Yep.
What?
The cargo ship had a mind flayer with the tentacles in the mustache shape, and then the next door had tentacles coming out of a door that blasted us and hurt us.
It's been pretty tentacle heavy today.
Yes.
Did you catch the names of the ships that you got off on?
No.
Is this not the dangerous business?
No, this is the liar's luck. Um,
Oh.
uh, depending on what you've come through, uh, one of the doors may lead to dangerous business. Or no.
We started
Sorry.
with the pink door.
Okay. You went through the pink door.
And then
That
came
should
out
have
on a
gotten
cargo
you
ship.
through. Okay. Look, if you keep going, I think you can make it to the Maverick. It's just if you didn't catch the names of the ships, I don't really know how I'm supposed to direct you. But and he like brings you into the main cabin, goes into the cabin's quarters, and there is another iron door.
Well, it's only one way out, so it really doesn't matter now, does it?
This has been fun.
Your definition of fun and my definition of fun really aren't the same, are they?
I mean, yours includes serial murder, so I don't think so.
That's hypothetical.
Alleged serial murder. There we go.
I assume as we were walking towards the captain's cabin, Hu'Gurk was like, back down to his normal 7.5 feet tall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you, as the captain who does say that his name is Nuxall?
Hey, Nuxall, what's the name of this ship, huh?
Liar's Luck.
Oh yeah, duh. You said that. All right, Nux, and puts out to give him Nux.
Anyway, do you go through the door?
Yeah.
Right. Yep. And once we come back from a short 5 to 10 minute break, we'll figure out where that door goes.
Yay! So, as Connor said, we are going to try and be back in 5 to 10 minutes. So, don't go to a place unless it's to grab a food, grab a drink, grab a friend, or possibly go to indooradventure.redbubble.com. Pick yourself up something nice. We'll see you guys shortly. All right, everybody. See you soon.
The dads were too.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. We have returned from our break. We have been given access to yet another door of the Southpaw Company. Cyber, take us away.
As you step through the iron door, it leads into this palatial room on the Southpaw Company's headquarters ship. A placard on one richly polished wooden wall reads, "The Maverick." There are 2 dazzling chandeliers, fine paintings, and lacquered chairs and tables set with gold trim that are decorating this opulent and expansive study. Large curved windows to all sides reveal that you are below decks and far out at sea, the ship's wake extending behind it under clear skies. But you are not alone. In this room, sitting in one of these opulent chairs, is a lizard folk who is wearing a collar, bow tie, and spectacles. He is studying you all. I am posting a visual aid in our chat. He puts his finger to his chin as he studies all of you. By all means, introduce yourselves. Welcome aboard the Maverick, our headquarters.
Hello, and
You are
nice.
muted.
I guess I just wasn't talking loud enough. Hello.
No, Alellen was.
It was me. I was going to say what I'm Alellen.
My name is Connie. It's nice to meet you. What's your name?
The 2 of you.
That's a weird name.
It's a pleasure to meet you, two of
I'm
you.
Hu'Gurk.
I'm muted. You may call me Vi.
Errant silence spells everywhere tonight. keeps casting that.
It's wild magic.
Residual stuff from the Sorpy tentacle encounter. Connie, Alellen, Vi, Hu'Gurk. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Brachus. I'm a hordes person for the Southpaw company, and what brings you here today?
Business.
Business. All right, I can help with that. What sort of business?
Depends. Do you like the company you work for? Do you like your job?
I do.
Hmm. Good to know. God, I was gonna make up a lie and say we're inspectors.
What kind of benefits do you offer?
We're from the IRS.
we're from OSHA.
Real quick setting question.
Mm-hmm.
Though there's windows, and we're on a boat, and we're underwater.
Yes.
So we are looking at water.
Yes.
Oh, this is like being a Hu'Gurk in a glass submarine. This is bad. Okay, got it. Just wanted to make sure on that.
Our benefits packages are quite encompassing, if I do say so myself. Are these going to be these more small talk sort of questions, or do you mind if I ask a few questions of my own?
Go ahead, ask what you will.
Sure. Well, I've already asked, what are you doing here? You seem to have dodged the question, so I'll go ahead and ask, what did you encounter in our portal network?
Why,
How was
many
that?
things. We have encountered storms and monsters and curious mustached men.
Mustache man.
Man is a stretch, I think.
He's a purple fella, had tendrils where his mouth should be, but he was like wrapping them up like a mustache. It
I
looked
think it was
really
a
fancy.
style
Quite
choice.
stylish. It was quite stylish.
Like, props to him. If he's having a bad day, you let him know. I look good.
How far were you along when you encountered this creature?
That was the first one. First go.
So our time may be short. All right.
I assume he's coming after us or something.
Well, specifically, he's coming after me.
Oh, what did you do?
I believe I've done nothing more than what your company has done, which is come into contact with some pieces of a very powerful artifact.
Oh, have you?
Yes. The Orrery of the Wanderer. I believe you're acquainted with it, especially you, pointing at Connie.
I have never heard of this thing before.
Don't lie to me.
Okay.
Now, I've been aware of the four of you and your franchise since the first time you've used the Orrery. See, I have two pieces of the Orrery, the chronolometer and the dimensional loop. We've come into possession of it all time ago. And it reacted to the pieces that you and your company have been collecting.
Did you exterminate a branch of our company every time you did that, or was that just the more
Absolutely
recent
not.
ones?
Absolutely not. We're not in the business of murdering and tearing down not Acquisition Incorporated, Tyrant security branches.
No, but
We-
the business you work for does seem to
No,
have
no,
that.
no, 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 no. We certainly go in and take over failed branches and franchises. That's just good business. But we're not there to make that happen. We prefer to let Arjan fail on his own.
Okay, he is doing great, mind you. And second, Both places that we've been to have been attacked by your group. Not maybe you specifically, but yours, yes.
That was
They
quite
burnt down
literally
a
your
home.
company logo.
We
Right on the
encountered a
wall.
dude. We encountered a fella who was in the process of like zombifying a person and then basically said, "Hey, if you want me, come and claim me. I'm on the bad news ship."
Can you describe this person?
Yeah, they were a gnome, I think.
A wizard fella.
A wizard guy. He looked pretty scared the second time that we saw him, but the first time he like had a bubble. He was hanging around the Tall Guy Lighthouse near Vascor. And again, attacked, and we have multiple witnesses placing him at the source, albeit...
Is his name Huber?
I think that was Hubert, yes.
Hubert.
Hubert.
I can assure you that there is no gnome named Hubert in employ of the Southpaw Company,
What?
Maybe it
Well,
was
not
just
anymore.
and there never has been.
Well, that's kind of...
Are you subletting? Are you
No.
like doing contract work? Are you letting people hire out in the name?
No, everything goes through Lord Acrovane.
So, if I may ask, fuck, what was his name again?
Brackus.
Brackus. Who would benefit from Southpaw and Tyrant taking each other out?
If I had to wager a guess, the Keshan Remnant.
Oh, dude, I know those guys.
Because I don't. Could you possibly give me a refresher on that, Hu'Gurk?
Oh, I used to work for those dudes on the island when they were like, had the dragon all effed up and stuff, and then we kept the kobolds who kind of yeah. So yeah, I worked on the island for a while for those guys.
You've been working for the Keshan Company, correct?
Yeah, like long time ago.
Their businesses on Alira or their interests on Alira were pretty much dried up since that day,
Oh.
since Arask. That said, there are a few former members who still have machinations happening on the continent. Some of them, some of them have formed their own enigmatic group that
Enigmatic?
is an enigma. Enigmatic.
Enigmatic. Yes.
Enigmatic group that seem to be more linked to darker gods in the far realm. Dangerous stuff. They've come into possession of one of the pieces of the orrery, the far gear, about a year ago. Now they're actively seeking the other components and hoping to rebuild it from some dark ritual or so. That's what our intelligence has told me. That's what our intelligence has uncovered. And as of right now, I do believe that some of the Remnant are attempting to gain access to this headquarters through the portal nexus, the same as you, and will be arriving any minute. If you've already seen a mustachioed mind flayer, I would say they're pretty well on their way.
So he's not one of you.
No.
Okay, because he was pretty rude. He was like, "Oh, I'm going to consume you and your friends,
That
and
sounds
I'll
like
be
one
your
of them.
end." And I said, "Totally, not if you unless you take me out on a date first."
Good one.
So,
He actually laughs under his breath at that.
High
so
five, Connie.
what do you say you just give us your pieces of the orrery and we'll be on our way before that
Oh,
gentleman
I will
arrives?
certainly give you the pieces of the orrery if you defend me from this operative.
We can't just leave together.
Well, I certainly can't leave. This is my post.
So
Okay.
there's some like shutters or something we could put up because I mean that
There's a sort of crackling from the other end of the room where the portal was.
All right. Well, it was nice knowing you all. Let's to the end.
Just don't let like his mouth get on the back of your head. You should be fine, really.
Hu'Gurk's gonna try to hide. All
Make a stealth check.
right. Mother hugger. Oh, 4. 18 to 4. So yeah, all told 9. Yeah, he's behind a potted plant.
Okay. Everybody roll for initiative.
Okay.
Hmm. I'm looking at the hit points I got here, and it's not a good number to
I
go
don't
into a
have
fight
a
with
lot
a
of
mind
spell
flayer
slots
with.
left,
We just gotta gang up on him.
and I only have
We gotta fight we gotta
one more inspiration.
fight the mind flayer that's outside of the party city. Outside of the Spirit Halloween, you just fight him there. It's where he's at his weakest.
Weakest. That's his home field advantage.
Spirit Halloween is where spooky things go to die.
Alellen, you're going to be first and ready as this portal, like, is forced open, and out steps this same mustachioed mind flayer flanked by 2 humans.
Okay. Well, Mind Spike. Mind Spike.
Okay.
We're gonna cast Mind Spike, and he's gonna roll a 1 on that save
Okay.
because that's what I got left for my portents.
Okay. So with an 8, that will fail.
The 1's a good number then. Yeah. So what happens is homie takes 14 points of psychic damage. Wah wah. And also, I always know the target's location until the spell ends, but only while the 2 of you are on the same plane of existence. While you have this knowledge, the target can't become hidden from you, and if it's invisible, it gains no benefit from that condition against you. I mean, that stuff's not really, I don't think, it come up, but the psychic damage was good. And that lasts for an hour unless I concentrate on something else.
All right. Vi, you are going to be up next.
God, I'm just so used to hitting things. I have to actually think through my actions. I'm going to cast aid with my last 2nd level slot. So, you 3 will your hit point maximum and your current hit points will increase by 5. And that is 1 action. And as a bonus action, I'm going to use my last bardic inspiration on Hu'Gurk. You may not be smart, but you're big enough to take out any enemy in your way, Hu'Gurk.
Right.
That's it.
Up next, one of these humans is going to take a pot shot at Brachus.
So rude.
And with a 19, that's going to hit for 3 points of piercing damage. And up next is the Mind Flayer. 60-foot cone. Everybody except for Hu'Gurk make a intelligence saving throw.
Oh, well, that's not as bad as
Oh
it
no,
could be.
I'm stupid.
24.
14 minus 2, so 12.
That's a 9.
Okay,
Oh
so
my.
9 and a 12 for Connie and Vi. Okay, what did Brackets get?
Seems like a smart cookie.
Brackets got a 19. Okay. Take that and be stunned for 1 minute.
That's so long. That's
Yes.
so much time to be stunned.
So I'm stunned for a minute.
Yep, you and Connie are both going to be stunned for 1 minute.
Are there any saves on that, or is it just for a minute?
You can save at the end of every one of
Okay,
your
because
rounds.
that's okay.
But,
I thought they'd just been put on Mr. Bones' wild ride. There's no getting off that thing.
Well, you
Yeah.
also take 19 points of psychic damage.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh no.
Sorry, 23 points of psychic damage.
Oh
Forgot-
no.
Forgot the modifier.
I'm
Connie's down.
baby. I have 2 hit points.
Connie, what?
Connie's down.
Oh shit.
Yeah, she had 21.
Did you take the 5 I gave you?
Yep, that put me at 21.
What hurt you?
I got shocked by the trap, some rum hit me in the face, and then I also got rocks also upon me because I failed to navigate correctly.
That's right.
Yeah, no, like...
Y'all did go through a skill challenge. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Yes.
It's okay.
Okay. Another bandit is gonna go. Another human, who is going to try and shoot Alellen.
Don't do that.
Does a nope? That's the wrong stat block. 11 hit you.
It doesn't.
11 does not hit Alellen. Okay.
I'm an artificer now. I have armor. Ah, so strong.
Right. Cool. Damn, it sure would have been good if this guy would have had any healing spells, but he does not. Brackets is going to wave his hand around and fling a guiding bolt at the Mind Flayer. +5 to hit. So that is a 19, which is enough to hit. It's going to do how many? D6? 46. Okay. That's not a D6. It's going to do 12 points of damage to the Mind Flayer, and the next attack is going to have advantage. Connie, it is your turn. Please make a death saving throw.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
That is
I haven't done this since our first arc.
That's a 10? That's a
That's a
success?
success.
All right.
All right, Hu'Gurk, you have been hidden, you believe. Lots of
Yeah.
stuff has been happening. People are screaming out with some migraines.
Hu'Gurk ignites the dusk crusher and points it out and blasts a sunbeam at the mustachioed mind flayer.
Is that a save?
It's a
or-
save.
Okay. This guy-
Constitution saving throw, and it's a line. Each creature in the 60-foot line must make a Constitution saving
Okay.
throw.
So you'll be able to get one of the bandits.
Okay.
Okay.
And it's a 15 DC.
Oh wait, that's not his. He just made a 15.
It's fine. Still takes half damage.
What's his bandit dude gonna get? A 5.
Okay.
All right.
All right, and it is radiant damage. And it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 68 for a grand total of 27 radiant damage.
Solid.
Okay, so half to 13. Full 27. The human is just. Ooh, he's crusty now.
Terminator.
Does crusty mean dead?
Yes.
Okay, good. Just making sure. That's a good.
Back at the top with Alellen.
Ah, um, well,
Unless Hu'Gurk, was there anything else that you wanted to do?
Yeah, I will favored enemy the Mind Flayer with my bonus action.
Are you using the favored foe thing?
Yeah. That's the one I meant.
Okay. That's just whenever you hit with an attack.
Oh, okay. So does the sunbeam count?
No.
Okay.
Has to be
Hit with an attack. Gotcha. Thank you, sir.
Alellen. There is a single bandit who is still alive, or a single human. The Mind Flayer does look like he's got an ouchie, and is also glowing with the sunbolt, the radiant, guiding bolt. Guiding bolt is the word.
yeah. Normally, I'd really go ham on that, but I think there's some debts that must be repaid. So Alon's gonna run over to Connie and cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level. And he takes his little chisel and it starts crackling and it's like a defib kind of deal where it's just like clear, smacks the hammer into the. So that is 18 points of healing. 8 and a 7.
There's just this blue guardian angel above you.
We're even. Big problems. Yeah, and then alone just get in a spot that doesn't look very conspicuous.
Okay.
Just
Vi,
not as like a hide, but
Vi, please make an intelligence saving throw.
Eight.
You are still stunned.
I would like to think that Vi, when she got stunned, she dramatically fell on the floor. She has just that like. Yeah.
Like a 1950s movie.
Yeah.
The lighting is just right.
I mean,
Yeah.
whenever that sort of migraine just hits you, you need a fainting couch, you know?
Yeah.
There is actually a fainting couch.
Oh, she's on the fainting couch. She's just.
All right.
the chaise lounge.
The sis lounge.
This bandit is going to try and attack the lizard folk. Natural 20.
Stop it. He can't give us the shit if he's dead. I still have some heals in the
with a
back
50.
pocket if we need them.
15 plus 1, 16 points damage. Oof, owie. Right. Up next is the Mind Flayer. Does he get his thing back? He does not.
Can he fucking not? Can he not though? Can that be a once per day thing, please? Please do not slurp my brain.
Alellen, make an intelligence save.
Fuck me. All right. Oh wait, I have advantage on all these. What the fuck?
Mm.
Is that what that says? Yep. It's because of my dispassion. 17?
You are not dominated by the Mind Flayer.
Fuck no, I'm not. Just the vein just no.
All right, it is the lizard folk's turn, who is going to just sort of like I'm doing right now, just sort of business-like, just like reach around his neck and do a little nod. Need the Mind Flayer to make a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So he succeeds, but you see, further in the room around the mind flayer, there's just the maw of an ancient black dragon that just rips out and just barely grabs onto his ankle as he ducks out of the way. He is going to be taking half of 5d8 piercing damage.
Oh. Spicy.
And it's not going to be frightened. Okay, so he's going to be taking 11 points of damage. As this spectral black dragon maw just sort of like reaches out and then just sort of fades out of existence. There's just a like deep bow. Connie, it's now your turn. You have just been brought back to life by Alellen's defib unit.
Am I
There's a
still
mind flayer.
stunned?
I think when you go unconscious,
think
all
you're
that
good.
falls off.
Yeah.
I think
Sure.
you're good.
Okay. I didn't know what the
Maybe.
ruling was on it because if the effect says that I'm stunned for a minute, but I haven't
A minute or you
died.
save out of it. I think whenever you like go unconscious and you're good. Well, I'm saying you're good.
Okay.
You're gonna be good for now.
Connie is going to stand up, and this dude looks like he could learn a thing or two. So she's gonna take a page out of Brachus's book and just second level guiding bolt.
Okay, your attack will have advantage
Nice.
because nobody attacked it since the last guiding bolt.
Awesome. So that's a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, so then that is going to be 5d6 of guiding bolt damage for 15.
Right. Hugger.
So, Hu'Gurk, realizing that once he blasted the sunbeam, that it still works for up to a minute. Hu'Gurk's like, and sunbeams them again.
Okay. Is it another
Yeah,
save, or
Constitution.
can you like re-angle it so that it hits the
Yeah,
other side?
yeah. It's you use your action to focus a beam.
Okay.
So
All right.
For a minute, damn,
So-
you get 10 of them things.
So this time,
yes. That's why I'm like, what?
Yippee-ki-yay. Let's go.
roll the damage.
Okay.
And this time, I will remember that the mind flayer has magic resistance.
Aha. Okay.
Okay, it still fails.
Nice.
Wah,
Okay.
wah.
All right. Let me make sure you create a new line of radiance as your action on any turn until the spell ends. So, yep. Okay. 2, 3,
It's pretty dope.
6. Roll. 28. Boing.
So, Hu'Gurk, at the end of this round, not only is another bandit going to end up extra crispy, but so is more calamari. How does that happen?
Again, Hu'Gurk's like, like there's more sunshine in here, and so yeah, he focuses and lets loose the beam of sunshine, and yeah, the bandit like hits the bandit, and the bandit's like, and as he's like being blown to ash, the mind flare looks like and then it hits him, and it sizzles up and chews him away radioactive style until it goes, and then it goes out on the mustache like the very last thing, and the cinders of the mustache fall away.
And as like he falls away, the only thing left is a stack of these black business cards with these unutterable symbols arranged in a circle.
What are those made of?
Like laminated paper.
Whoa. Beat the
Absolute-
sun.
Absolute witchery.
Vi's just like on the fainting couch. Like I imagine her eyes are open, let that dramatic like, and she's like, I don't like that.
That's a nice hammer.
Yeah.
Give you that.
That angel person, that was cool that they gave us these. And he's just kind of looking around like, is there something else I should blast with this?
Well, Bacchus?
Well, I'd
Brackus.
say that is certainly fulfilled the agreement that we sort of approached. He reaches down into a satchel at its side and pulls out two things. What looks like a sort of like a meter and a coil of wire. Both grandiose and both looking like they are components of the Orrery of the Wanderer. As I said, here you go.
Connie will go up. Thank you for your help.
Connie, dear, are you alright?
I'm fine.
Oh, come here, dear. She'll actually give Connie a hug. And while she hugs her, she's just gonna pump 2 cure wounds into her. So you
Thank
get
you.
10 and 6, so 16 points of healing.
Cool. Get all my health
We're
back.
pretty close to full at that
Yeah,
point.
I'm topped off.
I'm at 2.
Oh, fine. Let's get
It's
after
all-
we take
it's-
these pieces. Let's just get us all our own home.
Oh, hey, wait. Boop. He'll hand you a handful of berries and be like, oh, here's some granola. And he, you know,
It's like
Or-
a big Newton.
he pours it together. And
Thanks.
10 hit points back.
Ooh.
Okay,
she
so-
just snacks on it.
Mm.
This is pretty good, not going to lie.
I like
Thank
it.
you, Hu'Gurk, dear.
I think we can
You're
all
welcome.
cast cure wounds heal style effect. It's
Nope.
just team back rub.
Team corporate back rub. That's
Woo!
not.
No. There's a training film out there about that somewhere.
In the training film, they teach you that if you see stuff like that, you just kick over a trash can and be like, "Oh no!" That was actually in some work training that I did recently.
We're gonna
It's
Knights
like
in
if-
the Courtyard some work training because I want to hear more
Yes,
about this.
it's very good.
So,
Well, I guess we don't have to exterminate your whole company now.
I appreciate that. Is there anything else that you need from here during your corporate espionage? Or
If you could just guide us on the way back so we could just leave.
absolutely.
And
he,
please do tell your superiors that we have no ill will. And that, if anything, we should be fighting the Kursian whatever company.
the Keshin Repent.
Kursian Repent, yes, that one. Not together, I don't think that'll ever happen. But if we're both fighting them, there's 2 people fighting them instead of 1.
The dudes who hate the dudes we hate, that kind of thing.
The enemy of my enemy.
Before
consigns
you,
contracts.
you do leave, you should know there is one final unclaimed piece of the Orrery of the Wanderer.
Oh.
It's called the Wheel of Stars. This component has been securely stored within the northern holdfast of Sut Shelia and is under the protection of the dwarves there. That may be where they're headed next. Do with that information what you will. It is given freely. Now, and he waves his hand at a door. This will take you back to the docks of Marisville, and everyone there has been notified by me that you are free to leave.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, really generous for a hordes person.
Totes righteous.
Are you trying to say something, Alellen?
I'm saying that Brachus is very generous and also a hordes person.
I am also the horse person of my group. It's a pleasure to meet you.
More like a clench fist than a purse, but
You've
Just
been
saying.
really nice. And Connie
Thank
will
you.
begin making her way, having collected the
Ta-ta.
other pieces.
As soon as Brachus had said dwarf, Hu'Gurk had checked out and was singing dwarf, 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 dwarf in his head. And so he kind of missed the whole thing until that end part. And then he sees Connie moving and he starts moving.
Right. And as you make your way through the door, you exit again on the rinky-dink ship known as Dangerous Business.
so
Where are you headed now?
can you use that Ori thing to get us back home?
Yeah, I think that's probably the best idea.
I believe it is the same day that the teleport
Yep.
was used.
So we just need to have a day. Just like find a place to rest for the night, recoup a little bit, maybe get some sleep in.
Okay.
Nice big
Please.
meal, something warm.
Some
Sounds like
seafood, maybe.
Let's find like the best inn in town. I will mark it down as expense. I do not care.
Okay.
If you
if
need
would-
something, Alellen, you better ask for it now. Because I'm not in this mood often.
if you
Well,
would-
and I'm just put on a little list, but there'll be time.
if you would like to try to find the best inn, please make an investigation check. And if you would like to, you
I'm
can
so
use
good at
your
this.
charisma modifier instead of your intelligence. If you're like asking around.
15.
Since I'm proficient and got all my fancy shit for investigation, can I help?
Yeah, you could roll a separate check if you want to.
Oh, okay. Uh, 17.
17. Okay. With the 17, you are actually able to find. It's almost like a pleasure barge in the middle of like a whole bunch of pirate ships, which is kind of weird, kind of out of place. And as you like get on, yeah, they have rooms, they have food. It would go for about, for the four of you, 8 gold a night
per
I'll,
person or total.
total.
all right. I'll do it. It's fine. You deserve it.
We've earned it.
We have. I do not like being stunned. That's quite rude.
It really is. The first time was pretty bad. You seem to have maybe a worse time with it the second time.
But you make your way on. Your rooms have very cushy beds. The food is very good, like lobster, king crab, like lots of fucking good stuff.
Maybe we skip the calamari tonight.
Yeah, I think like
Seen a
they,
little too
show
much
us
of
a
that
plate.
recently.
Just,
I think I'm like purposely eating calamari.
I was just gonna say they set theirs aside, and Kirk's like,
The plate just has like 2 tentacles on each side, and they're curled into like a little mustache on the plate. Like it's you're like,
Like that.
no, get that away from me. He's back.
All are able to get a long rest, and because they really don't have much else planned for the adventure, you all can level up.
Ooh.
so this was the chronolometer and Fargear.
Yes, do I need to take off the attunement on both of those?
No, this should be fine. It says requires attunement, but
No. Sorry. The
chronolometer.
that and the dimensional loop. Not the Far Gear.
dimensional
The
loop.
Far
Okay.
Gear is currently in the possession of the Keshan Remnant.
Gotcha. Okay. Dimensional loop. There will be tales told about you.
You said that you had a loot.
Loop with a P.
Oh.
There are lots of crazy things that I can start doing with this.
Your grandfather would be so proud, Connie.
He is. He's gonna be so happy when this is all put together. He's gonna just be super pleased with it. Connie's
Dwarfity dwarf, dwarf.
You all take your long rest. Connie, you have your new items.
Hell yeah.
And in the morning, you can teleport back to your headquarters.
Doing it. Going back to base. Gonna let everybody know. Like, it's only been a day, guys. We are so proficient at these jobs. We are kicking ass. I'm proud of all of
Agreed.
you.
Thank
Tel-
you.
You teleport back to your home base. Not a lot has changed. Not a lot of movement has been made. Like,
It's been a
literally,
day.
your interns are starting to go out and take care of jobs now.
Mhm.
Like, as you show back up.
You would not believe the day we've been having.
And Wyatt is here to greet you.
Why? Do you have contact with head office, right?
I do. Yes, ma'am.
Please let them know that it is not the Southpaw company that's been doing all of this. It is the... What was that one, Hu'Gurk? The one you
Hessian
knew?
remnant.
That one.
Not the Southpaw Company. All right.
Yes.
I'll let
They
you-
were also attacked by the... God, Keshan...
Remnant.
Remnant. Keshan Remnant, yeah.
Yes,
Company.
Remnant. All right.
Yes.
I will let head office know.
Thank you, Wyatt. You're a dear.
So, what's next on the docket for y'all?
I never want to go to a dock ever again, at least in the next 10 days, specifically.
We probably need to go hunt down that far, or what was the one, the dwarves in the north, or something
Yes.
along those lines.
Far Reach? What
The place is
Something
Searchelier,
of stars.
and the item is the Wheel of Stars.
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, we need to go find that probably.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get into Searchelier.
Yes.
That's supposed to be kind of difficult these days.
Would we be able to to pull strings somehow?
I doubt it. Well, look, I can. You know, I already have to talk to head office. I'll talk to them, see if they can do anything to help y'all get in there. All right?
Thank you, Wyatt.
Sounds great.
Yes, ma'am.
And who is it who lives there again?
In Searchelier.
Mm.
Indoor. Take it.
So the individual, like, it's basically the dwarven kingdoms that exist throughout all of Searchelier. They have teamed up with the Minotaurs that live there, the Kryn, as they are locally called, as who better to navigate dwarven minds who are just like, oh, we should go left, right, deeper, left, right. Like, the Minotaurs remember all of that, so they have found a very nice balance. There is also an interesting thing about Searchelier is that it is inside of a mountain, particularly inside of a large Titan skull. Titans being, of course, the like precursor beings that existed on the plane before the rest of us. The ceilings are all this like really nice amethyst gemmies that are coming down from the top. And instead of having cattle or any other kind of beast of burden, primarily Circelians use large beetles as their primary form of transport.
So GB knows that because I played there before. But Hu'Gurk was just waiting to get Wyatt to say dwarves live there, and then he started going dwarf, 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 and he just walks off singing the dwarf song.
Yes, sir.
Again.
Dwarves live there.
He's gone.
Dwarf.
Yeah, so I guess that's where we're
Yes,
headed.
sir.
So what makes it difficult to get into?
Something happened not too long ago. I don't know all the details myself, but like security has been real tight around Search Failure. If you're not one of the people who's supposed to be in there, typically doors and all that, it's really hard to get in. Like, you have to declare everything that you're trying to get in there. If they don't like the business that you're doing there, they'll just like shut you out, shut the borders and everything. It's just a hassle.
Well, it shouldn't be too difficult. We're coming in with a good cause. Basically, just keep things that you're bringing in to a minimum. Right?
Miss Connie, are you going to bring in that really big, really powerful item that could cause devastation to the plane?
I wouldn't go so far as to say it could cause devastation to the plane, but I was planning on bringing it because, well, that's kind of how we're able to get around so fast, and if I don't have it, then we would have to walk a lot, and that sounds difficult unless there was like a place nearby with people that we could trust that we could leave it with. But even then, I think that might be, I don't know, like I like having this thing nearby.
Right, that was my understanding, Miss Connie. So, like I said, I will bring this up whenever I talk to Mr. Archon and the rest of head office, and I'll mention this. Hopefully, they'll have advice and other options that they can help us with.
I could send most of us there. I could send all of us there, and then everybody who's just going to do their thing, like Vi, you're really good at telling stories about stuff. You could just be going into the city for a fun night out with the gals, and then once you're past the border, then we could just teleport to you, and then we don't have to get searched.
Right. All right. I can do that.
It's an option.
Yes. Would I be going there by myself first?
We could send you with either Alellen or Hu'Gurk, and y'all could be like honeymooning in Hellier. Like, they got a lot of like hot springs and stuff. Maybe you just want to like experience it, or like, okay, you are a deep Seldari, so maybe
Yes.
you're bringing like your new husband home to meet the family, and the only way to get there is through Cert's Hellier, which is also underground.
True. Right. Yes. As long as I don't have to actually go back.
No,
My
no,
home.
no.
Okay.
It would just be
I'm
like
not
to get
allowed back
past the
there.
guards, and then whoever didn't go past the guards initially, then we can just like teleport to you. Once
Alright.
like we give you some time to actually like get in and do stuff, So that way it's not like you just get past the guard portal and then we show up and then they're like, hey, who are these new people that just came via magic? Y'all need to sign papers too.
Okay. I can do that, yes.
All right, so pick your husband. And like motions to Alellen and Hu'Gurk.
You know, Connie dear, you're the decisionist.
I think that you and Alellen would make a really cute couple. You're both kind of spindly, so I think that like together you just make a really nice profile. And like you complement each other really well. You got like that catty back and forth that most people assume married couples have.
Take your inspiration back.
Because
Mind you,
if
I'm
you
not
show up,
spindly.
if you show up with Hu'Gurk, people are going to be asking a lot of questions. They're going to be making assumptions about you. You show up with a blue fellow, they're going to be spending the whole time looking at him. You could tell them, like, I'm here to murder the king, and they'd probably just nod because they are so, like, just focused on Alellen and that.
People find it surprisingly distracting.
All right.
Drow are like almost blue. I don't.
We're like look at my complexion. I'm a beautiful grayish purple color.
Great, that's blue adjacent. It should not be
Yes,
such a surprise.
It really shouldn't. But
There are
you're
plenty of blue things out here.
like,
But
I've seen blue tieflings.
Exactly.
Right.
So,
Air genasies, water genasies.
so that to me sounds like a match made in the hells. Y'all just like gotta hold hands for like 20 minutes tops. Unless they ask you a background about your relationship, in which case, oh my god, we could create a whole backstory for you. It would be great. Like you met while you were on a high seas adventure, and Vi, you almost fell off the side, but Alellen, oh, he was so fast and strong, he managed to save you from falling off like rigging or something. I don't know. The thoughts just come to me, and then that is how like you ended up meeting each other, and then once you met each other, wow, like his personality really just shone through. And you've been just madly, deeply in love with each other ever since, and it is just a storybook fairy tale.
Well, congratulations, Vi. Alellen, you're fucked.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You might
just got
survive,
worse.
though. You might
It just
survive,
got
though.
worse.
You don't have any money, so.
I don't know that I would survive even if we weren't fake married. Every time I eat a meal, it's really a 50-50.
True.
But yeah, I can't see any way that this could go wrong.
I'm not going to kill you yet. There's still use for you, dear.
And that's like,
Good to
that's
know.
basically true love right there.
Well, Connie, I don't want to kill you either. Not true love, but just Nux. Love you too, kid.
Oh, yay, thank you. I don't want to kill any of you. You're all my best friends.
Right. Sure. I suppose.
All right, so if they start asking you questions about your wedding, just let me know. I got a big old binder full of wedding plans.
Oh, a spider motif, man. With, like webs.
Oh
and,
my
like,
god,
ooh.
it could have a spider motif. Hu'Gurk, you're a genius. Have you ever
No,
thought about floral planning? You'd be great at it.
I do
Okay.
have a bunch of wedding dresses.
Uh-oh.
If anyone asks, you never know.
Oh no, that's from my previous marriages.
If anyone asks, you never know. Gotta
Oh,
solidify the details.
She said, like, pack one. So that way, if they're like, oh, well, let's look in your bag, you don't have to, like, plow, hit them in the throat, and then run.
You'd be like, it's my wedding dress. We're on our honeymoon.
Uh, I'm sure we could just be there for not romantic purposes. I
Where is
feel
the fun
That could be
and
better.
joy in that, Vi?
I'm not feeling a lot of fun or joy right now with our current plan, so
Well, I say let's put it to a vote. Do we go with the fake wedding plan? Or do we go with some other harebrained scheme? Because from where I'm sitting, Vi, you asked me for a plan idea. I presented it on the table. My 2 votes are right here. Fake wedding.
Big wedding. Because
Hu'Gurk,
like,
that makes it 3. That's 3 votes against 2. That
And
sounds like
I-
fake wedding territory.
because when they said that no, they didn't like it, I could just see the whole spider motif crumbling and like stuff in
You
my
can't
mind.
have that.
It was sad.
You two
was
have
like
too
wedding
much history
chaos.
together to not be fake married for a day.
I know. And then Hu'Gurk like gives Connie like a Hu'Gurk-esque, hanky. It's like a half-size blanket for her.
that just like looks over and looks him over. Hmm. Yeah. I. Mm,
no.
we could definitely go for it. Something else.
Is there anything else that anybody wants to do for the rest of the day? Because we do have a week to plan, and also head office is going to also drop off a possibility that we will talk about on Nights in the Courtyard.
Woo!
I'll take anything.
But is there? I mean, you're all back home at the end of an adventure. Is there any business that you want to take care of? Any resupplying or?
Do we have like a gemstone worth 100 gold pieces just sitting around somewhere?
I would be the.
I will let you know.
Because I need one for reasons.
I have
Special magical reasons.
ba, ba, ba. No, we sold what we had, but none of them were 100 gold pieces. I could give you 100 gold pieces.
I need the. I can make a homunculus. I can make a little friend, but I need 100 gold pieces to make his heart.
Oh, that sounds wonderfully morbid, dear, of course.
Okay. Well, then
She'll give you-
I'll think about what that looks like in the next week.
She'll give you like 10 platinum.
Yep, that'll do it. That'll do it. All right.
He definitely needs a friend.
Well, he's got students, and we've got Ghost Dog,
We're
And
his friends,
got-
Vi.
Cerberus.
You two sure are.
He saved my life. He's one of my best friends.
He sure did, and I appreciate that he did that.
Based off of your plan, that is going to be your child.
Oh no.
Make your son.
Oh wait.
My
Wait,
baby
yeah.
boy.
It's Vi's son and your son. You need to make his heart out of like a cold black onyx. That'd be like sweet.
You know, I was thinking that.
No,
Connie has
this
no
is
money.
not the worst way to have a child.
You don't even have to do anything except give me money.
God, am I the sugar daddy in this scenario now?
I certainly hope so, because it ain't me.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
It's a good learning experience. You can see what it's like on the other side.
Connie, have you heard anything from your grandfather yet?
Well, it's only been like 2 days.
I suppose.
Any other business?
I think that's all I
it.
got.
Yeah.
Level up. Level up.
Cook up a homunculus.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if nobody else has any other business that they want to play out, that is where we're going to call it for this session and this arc. So yeah, we're gonna come back next week all leveled up and ready to do something. Tune in to Nights in the Courtyard if you want to hear what the book has in store. But you know, sometimes the players come up with something even better. Yeah, I've been Cyber. I've been your DM. I guess I'm just starting the sign off now. Yeah, I'm Cyber. I play video games badly, talk about lore on my own Twitch channel, which this Saturday at starting a lot fucking earlier at 2 p.m. Central Daylight Time. That's 5 hours earlier than we normally do. I'm doing my end of the year big charity streamy thing, and we're gonna try and play through the entirety of Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. I'm going to talk about the lore. We're going to be raising money for the Wolf Conservation Center, the one in New York.
That's so close. I need to go there.
One day, we're going to be raising money for the National Alliance on Mental Illness, NAMI. We're going to be raising money for Black Girls Code, and we're going to be raising money for the Critical Role Foundation, which is going to forward money to OSD, Pavlov, Red Nose Day, other things.
826 LA.
826 and
or
Outright
826 in
International.
general. Yeah. There's a bunch.
Yeah. And hey, if you donate money, I'm going to get my employer to match it to all of those charities. So if you come by and you donate $1, it's actually going to be $2 that's going. And if we raise enough money, I will get out a PowerPoint and explain the entirety of the Zelda timeline and the controversy surrounding it.
Oh,
Yes.
no.
Yes.
Oh, that's very good.
I already had the PowerPoint prepared.
It's very good.
I'm excited for that. Please.
So if you, I play video games badly and I talk about the lore. So if you really want to hear me talk about lore, tune in Saturday at any point. And if we get enough, we're gonna go over it all.
What channel is that? I have to write this down.
It's twitch.tv/cyberwolf1201.
Yes.
Just if you're allowed to say exactly how much do we need to raise to get you to go on an unraveled rant about the timeline?
So $400. So which includes the $100 that I'm going to be putting in at the start of the stream.
Gotcha.
So if we raise $300, which is going to end up being $800 being split across these charities.
That's amazing.
You're going to hear my unraveled rant.
Do it for the charity, but do it for the unraveled rant.
Okay, and payday is Friday, so let's start figuring.
Nice.
I do other things, but that's what I've been very excited about all week.
Yes.
I'm so excited about this now.
I mean, we're also going to be going through the entirety of the new Zelda game. But I do a lot of those streams. All the archives are on my YouTube, youtube.com/cyberwolf1201, including the last Hyrule Warriors, where I tried to fit it into the actual Zelda timeline, which was not supposed to happen.
Mm-mm.
Shit. Jabroni TV, check it out. Is Phasmophobia still going on? Or are we all wrapped up?
I don't know. I just don't know. I'll look it up, and by the time I'm saying goodbye, I'll have answers.
But you know what? You can go to the Jabroni TV YouTube to check that out. And while you're there, subscribe, because we're getting close to actually being able to say the URL to y'all.
Yep.
So stop by for some funny Office and Phasmophobia shenanigans where people are somewhat British.
For something.
And also, I'm pretty sure we're going to have some tabletop content coming up pretty soon.
We got one as of a week ago.
Oh, okay. That came out.
The Machinations of Barren Wasteland, with a crossover with High Shelf Gaming, which I'll talk about that in a sec.
our wonderful admin says that there are lots of episodes left that are still coming out. So tune in. You want to see them. They're very funny. Uh, and Jabroni.tv just has like our whole schedule and like a whole bunch of other things that we like and a whole bunch of streamers that do really cool stuff. So check that out. But for the tabletop stuff that I do, you can check me out on the Monday Night Games where I also play Arjan. Except now he's a ranger because I keep getting bored and frustrated with character builds in 5e. And yeah, it's a good time. We sold our friend for money.
Okay.
And we have to resolve that. It's gonna be fine. Whew. I'm
Fine
also
adjacent.
here. I'm also here GMing, GMing stuff like this. And on, I don't know if it's gonna be next Tuesday or the following Tuesday, but one of those 2 weeks, I'm gonna be back on High Shelf Gaming playing Werewolf the Apocalypse, and I'm probably gonna have therapy because I need it. I think that's it for me.
Oh, is that me? It's hi. Hi everyone. My name's Satan. You can find me on Twitter at Savamp with 2 P's. And here at Savamp with the 1 P, where I do art streams. And last week we had a very interesting stream where I got together with the Hype Goblin and Phoenix 24 Femme from Twitter, and we talked about creature creation. I drew a new creature called a Dragon Echo. We talked about the Phoenix Fem's process of going through character creation, what they look at, and how they decide what they're going to build. And we enjoyed it so much, we might make that a once a month thing. So look out for that. But I also do regular art streams where you can see me do art because I'm an artist. Commissions are open if you'd like to commission me. Other than finding me here every Thursday with these wonderful people in this wonderful DM, you can find me here once a month on Wednesdays. I think this next month might be the 30th, where I play Lilith, my vampire mobster, in Monster Noir, which is a game we all made up together in the wee hours of morning the night before, which is GM by the beautiful Greybeard. You can also find me Saturdays. I believe it is not this weekend, but the next one will be starting back up season 2 of the Dragon Age campaign, Darkness Unbroken, in Valdrigan's channel. It's really fun. RGM does a great job at explaining the system to viewers that are new to it, and it's a really fun storyline. I wear a red wig and it looks great. Just letting you know. You can also find me Saturday nights over at Plot Hunters. We're an all LGBTQ POC channel. So if you like supporting those spaces, come find us. Where I like to say we're pretty funny. There's a lot of innuendos, and we're going through um not Tyrant Security because that's
Is
here.
it Tyranny of Dragons?
That one. I knew there was a TY there. And what else? Sundays you can find me over at the Hype Goblin channel DMing for my group of friends where I take them in my homebrew world. It's very RP heavy, loosely D&D. We play around with the rules and stuff. And like as I always call it, a telenovela disguised as a D&D game. But anything else, if you look at my Twitter, you can find me there where I post cool things and rants. That's me.
It's me. It's me. I'm Ethan. I'm known as Ejthegrey on the internet spaces such as Twitter and Twitch. I'm here on Thursdays. We can start with that. You knew that. I'm on High Shelf Gaming on Wednesdays, playing Blades in the Dark. We're kind of getting towards the end of our little campaign we've had going for about 35 episodes. It's getting pretty close to the end. It's pretty healthy. Things are spiraling as they do. On weekends, sometimes I play Cyberpunk Red on High Shelf Gaming. The whole book's out now, the whole dang old thing, so everybody can just look at it and see it and enjoy it because we've been enjoying it for the past while. my old character, he just done rode off into the sunset. So I got another one that I'll play eventually. But see you later, Cyberpunk Cowboy. And then next Friday we're running a game called Horrific Spooky Gaming, which is my play on High Shelf Gaming. It's cosmic horror themed. We're using the Cthulhu hack, and it's going to be a Hanukkah themed spectacular. Because there's a rabbi in Arkham who's just got a dang old ghost problem that they just got to deal with. And it's probably going to be more funny than scary, but, I got to find some way to make it scary at the end there. That's all I can think. I'll stream video games soon. I'm all ABD now in my PhD, so I got time for shit like that. So stay tuned, I guess. That's all I got.
Greybeard of Greybeard Tavern. Check out my Twitter. I am a eternal sad boy edgelord, but then gaming comes around, and then I'm all excited and cranked about gaming. So you can find me here on Thursdays playing this wonderful game. Fridays you can find me on G Game Nights playing The Sprawl. Not this Saturday, but the 19th of December, I'll be over on Stella Luna's channel playing Monster of the Week with the amazing LB Hack'em Up. On the 19th, I will be over on Kalanomicon's channel playing 10 Candles. And then my normal schedule is me here Sunday morning playing with all my toys. And we're doing Deep Sky Derelicts right now on Sunday mornings. Sunday afternoons, I play Monster of the Week over back on G Game Nights. And then once a month, as has been said, we play our Dark Shadows Supernatural Monster Noir. That's me, GB.
And if you've made it this far, you probably already know who I am. But if you don't, hey Acorns, what's up? It's me, your buddy, your pal, your friend, the Indoor Adventurer, the showrunner here at twitch.tv/Indoor Adventures. We do shows like this on Monday and Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, as well as on Sundays at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If this is your first time joining us, you can go to youtube.com/Indoor Adventures to check up on on each of the games that we've played since the start of this channel, as well as from the start of this playlist. So if you are interested in what happened previously in Tyrant Security, we got a playlist set up for you. Or if you're already caught up and you're looking for other stuff, we got an entire run through of Curse of Strahd, Tomb of Annihilation, Ghost of Saltmarsh, Waterdeep Dragon Heist, as well as our homebrew campaign, all for your listening pleasure. And speaking of listening pleasures, right now we are going to be going into our after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from the community, but also from each other. So if you have any questions for myself or any of these other fine folk, feel free to join us at patreon.com/Indoor Adventures, and we will do our best to answer those questions in kind. So with that, I would like to say once again, thank you to Cyber for running this game. Thank you to these players for putting up with our bullshit once again this week. And we'll see all of you guys next time. All right, everybody. Bye-bye!